Hi, I'm Joanie Marx, a three-time international best-selling author and the creator of three new online courses for Udemy.com. And welcome. This is the seventh and final part of the 7 Myths of Love and Happiness series for the 60 and Me readers. And this one is going to be on a very powerful myth, the myth that kind of holds them all in place, which is the myth of shame and blame. So, how many times have you been inspired to take creative action to improve your life only to hold yourself back because of what you think people might say? If you can relate, you're not alone. Every year, millions of women over 60 have daydreams of what they want to desire and to achieve. But sadly, most of those daydreams don't come to fruition. And there will be many reasons that people say for that. There isn't enough economic support behind them. There aren't romantic options. They might have health related issues or even because of the state of the world's affairs. But there is one reason that is never spoken about, and that is the myth of shame and blame that holds them back. And in this video, we are going to see how the myth of shame and blame works and how you can free yourself from its influence. The myth of shame and blame is the strict guardian of all the 7 myths of love and happiness. This myth is introduced to most people through inner and outer shaming as a child, making the effects of it very real. But how does this affect you as an adult? The more your self-worth is attacked and diminished by others, the more you become unconsciously conditioned not to trust your inner authentic self. If the traumatic effects of this myth are not lovingly addressed early on, the power and influence of the myth and shame and blame intensifies as you grow into adulthood. Despite how real the effects of shame and blame may feel, the mythical element of it is how it creates a fear-based reality that appears unchangeable, but it can be changed. To change, you must first be aware of how the myth of shame and blame influences your life choices. And this is especially true for women over 60. In the following 3 slides, we are going to explore how the myth of shame and blame affects women over 60. The myth of shame and blame serves as a swift and harsh defense measure for keeping adults from doing anything proactive to improve the quality of their lives beyond what is socially acceptable. For instance, a desire to do something that liberates you from limits society places on women over 60 is almost guaranteed to be questioned, shamed, and blamed. It could be a desire to be more physically active or to engage in a healthy romantic relationship, or you may want to embark on a new career or even start a new business. Whatever it is you may desire, if you are like many women over 60, you have heard the doubt and felt the resistance about what you can be, do, and have at this stage of your life. One thing all these areas of inner and outer resistance have in common is a lack of trust in your own authentic voice, and thus a disconnection from your inner child. By having the voice of your true self disrespected and discounted as a child, you may have grown into an adult not feeling empowered to speak up and be heard and seen and valued when it matters most. As much as these outside influences have affected your life choices, we're going to see in the next 3 slides that the real responsibility and the real solution to the myth of shame and blame lies within yourself. One of the most disruptive effects of the myth of shame and blame is how it directly leads you away from the infallible guidance of your inner authority. This results in blindly following the guidance and rules of authority figures throughout your life. The real issue, however, comes not from outside influences, but from within. A lack of trust in your inner authentic voice stems from hopeless experience as a child in face of being shamed and blamed into submissive silence by authority figures. Today, you are far removed from these early childhood challenges. But how does this myth keep reinforcing these traumatic effects as an adult? The answer is your inner critic. As abusive as others can be, no voice is more abusive or insistently negative than your own inner critic. At first, your inner critic may seem to be your protected and trusted protector, but over time, your inner critic keeps your inner child hidden while it prevents you from being your true, authentic self. When you quiet your inner critic, you silence the outside noise of other people's opinions. This reclaims your inner power. Next, I'm going to share with you the one thing that you can do right now to develop a strong connection with your inner authentic voice. And then we're going to share 3 journal prompts that will help you integrate what you are learning into your daily life. To strengthen trust in your inner authentic voice, you may want to reestablish a healthy and loving connection with your inner child. In my article for 60andMe readers, I detail 4 benefits of lovingly and playfully connecting with your inner child every day. For this video, I'm now going to guide you through 3 journal prompts to integrate what you have learned into your daily life. Create some time after this video to journal your answers to the following questions. What role has the myth of shame and blame played in your resistance to honor and value your self-worth? Whose voice do you hear the most when your inner critic is shaming you? Is it your parents, your children, a teacher, a friend, a romantic partner, or a mix of them? Write out a list of new ways you can support and nurture your inner desires and a beautiful new reality without the influence of shame and blame. To help you override the myth of shame and blame, we are going to go through 10 powerful affirmations. And please speak these affirmations out loud, so that you will hear yourself and you are going to strengthen that connection between your everyday conscious life and the supportive voice of your true authentic self. When you feel the effects of shame and blame, reconnect with your true authentic voice by saying the following: I speak with love. I speak my truth without fear. I speak with authenticity and integrity. I express my emotions easily and freely. I am compassionate and kind. I am always connected to true love. My voice is clear and empowering. My inner authentic voice is unshakable. My authentic voice is expressed with confidence. My authentic voice is a conduit to my inner child. Thank you so much for watching this video and reading the article on the myth of shame and blame. For more information, please go to Finding True Love, the online course on udemy.com. And I am so pleased and grateful that you have taken this journey with me through the 7 Myths of Love and Happiness series for the 60 ME readers. So until we meet again, please remember to look into your mirror, smile at yourself, and say, I am my own best friend. For I came into this world to be myself. For that I came. And thank you and all my best.